Hello, welcome back to Undisputed Boxing. Just want to do another quick video on some boxing news and some potential fights that have been talked about for 2021. Again, I'm flying solo on this one, and you'll probably quickly discover I'm much better at asking the questions than actually talking for any length of time. So yeah, please bear with me on it. So yeah, it looks like Canelo versus Yildrim looking like it's pretty much done for February, which I think is going to be great actually, because it'll be a very quick turnaround. Get rid of his mandatory, he can keep hold of the WBC belt, and then make a blockbuster fight in May with Billy Joe Saunders is what's being talked about. Which unfortunately for Demetrius Andrade, I think that means he may miss out on the Billy Joe Saunders fight. And Andrade has obviously been chasing Billy Joe for well over a couple of years now. I think partly because Billy Joe Saunders has always been in line for a fight with Canelo. It's just been about timing, and I think if Demetrius Andrade beats Billy Joe Saunders, then ultimately he'd take his place and stake a claim for the big fight with Canelo. But I think it's going to be Yildrim in February, Billy Joe Saunders in May, and then obviously another big fight in September. Maybe that'll be Canelo. But I think there has been fresh talks now between Demetrius Andrade and Gennady Golovkin. I think Eddie Hearn is going to be pushing for that fight for Andrade, because he's in great danger of being kind of left out in the cold a little bit in this kind of fight merry-go-round, and he is desperate. He desperately needs a big win on his resume. He's a two-weight world champion. I think we sometimes forget that, and he is very avoided. He's been chasing the Charlo fight unification for quite some time, and it's just not really happening for him. But hopefully Eddie Hearn can do the business and get a big fight for him. The other potential fight that is being talked about, which is something I'm very excited about, is Jaime Mungia against Triple G. Mike Coppinger did a video a few days ago saying that is rumored to be sort of in the works. And me personally, I really love that fight. I've been quite high on Jaime Mungia, mainly since he beat Liam Smith. I think he's got a great style, and I was really excited when there was talk of moving up to middleweight, because I think there's some great fights for him. I think always been a big fan of the Mexican fighters, but Mungia in particular, I think he typifies a lot of that. He's got great sort of technique, but he can trade on the inside. He does get hit sort of quite easily. His last fight with Turinaro Johnson, I believe it was. Obviously, it was a great stoppage win. He hits like an absolute mule. He's got such great power, but he's so exciting, very fan friendly, and I kind of don't understand why he's not a bigger star than what he is. But the fact that he is with Golden Boy, and now that Canelo has left Golden Boy, let's hope that Golden Boy really start to push him for next year. I'm predicting big things for Jaime Mungia for next year. So that is potentially in the works. I think there is also talk of Triple G taking on Ryoto Murata in Japan. That'll be another big money fight as well, I think. But I do prefer the Mungia fight. So let's see, if that comes off. Another fight that is being rumored is Dimitri Bivol versus Gilberto Ramirez, which again is a fight that I really like, but a lot of people are already kind of dissing it. There's been a lot of negativity on Twitter as to why Bivol's taking this fight. But I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. I actually personally really like that fight. I think that'd be a really good, a very solid fight, and a bit of a pick 'em as well. I think a lot of people would obviously lean towards Dimitri Bivol because he has a much more impressive resume, but I would not be writing off Gilberto Ramirez. I think he's a wonderful boxer. And yeah, I think that'll be an all-action fight. I don't know how easy it'll be to make. I think Ramirez is no longer with Top Rank, so it depends on how easy that is to make, with Bivol being with DAZN and Matchroom. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about it in terms of the news. I think there is talk. I'm hearing a lot of rumors that Deontay Wilder is going to get his third fight with Tyson Fury, unfortunately. So that will mean Anthony Joshua will probably look to defend his title against Alexander Usyk for the WBO mandatory. But then let's hope we get that AJ versus Wilder. AJ versus Fury. Maybe in the autumn next year. Yeah, and that's about it. All right, thanks everyone for listening, and thanks again for everybody who's been sharing the videos and liking and subscribing and leaving comments in the section. Yeah, please keep it coming. You know, Rick and I are going to commit to doing at least 2 or 3 videos every week on predictions and boxing news. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thank you.